Juneteenth is a time that we can celebrate freedom of all Americans.
Juneteenth is important to me and always will be, and it is a holiday that will be celebrated in my household because it does show a profound step in a journey to freedom.
Juneteenth for me is a day of liberation. It's a day of compassion. It's a day of love. It's a day of transparency and a day of togetherness.
My favorite way to celebrate my culture is through eating food and dancing together.
My favorite way to celebrate my culture, and I don't want this to sound selfish, is to really live it every day in my actions. And what I mean is I need to be, I'm not a perfect man, but I need to put myself and present myself as an example of what it means to understand who you are, what it means to adapt to the surroundings that you've been provided, but do it in a way that's going to project positivity, do it in a way that's going to project love, do it in a way that's going to make others want to be around you. To sum it up, I go all out on Juneteenth. I make sure that I'm surrounded by families and friends, and I try to be a beacon of light, because that day just means so much to me.
Enact positive change due to the fact that everybody's perspective gets taken into consideration when business decisions are handled. So every class, every household, every culture, every ethnicity should and has been taken into consideration whenever we do make business decisions that impact the community.
It shows that they actually care about the community, not only just the community around Tampa Bay, but the Black community.
Working for an organization like Suncoast really helps enact positive change because they seem dedicated both internally and externally. It's really refreshing to work for a place where I feel seen and valued as an employee, and we also see and value our members as well.
In order for me to really understand who I am and to pass that on to my children and to my grandchildren, it's important for me to reflect and not to place blame, not to separate, but to build bridges so that folks will understand the only way that you're able to really move forward is to have a solid foundation, and the solid foundation has to be grounded in the truth.
It's important to reflect on our country's past, because without the history and without the past trauma, the past heartache, the past terrible experience that they went through to make sure that generations today and generations for the next coming and the next coming do not have to go through it. It's important to make sure we acknowledge and we teach that to our future generations.
Be honest and truthful to yourselves. Research. We've got to make sure that everything we do, we're doing it with truth and honesty. And that's the message that I would give to future generations.